Well, as they like to say, an O has got to go, and it is going to happen today here in the Simulation Football League, presented by the Virtual Football Network. And here in Chicago, we're going to have, hopefully, a win for one side or the other as the Nashville Tempo take on the Chicago Warriors. Hello, everybody. Ethan Muslin here with my partner, Chad Rowland. Chad, good to have you here, my friend. And these are two teams struggling, to say the least, and this is in spite of the fact that you have someone like in Nashville like Switch Thumper, who's a top 10 completionist, just not being able to get the job done and getting a win for their team. Is anything going to happen for either of these squads to really break out today?
Yeah, thank you, Ethan, and once again, welcome to SFL. And I gotta tell you, I mean, the mind thinking into this ball game is going to have to be the offense that's got to get moving, right? These two are in the bottom half when it comes to average yards per attempt. I'd like to see that go up today to see if maybe somebody could take advantage of the defense on the other side.
I think you're right there, and I think Nashville should do really well on the run game because Chicago is at the bottom of the league. They give up the most rushing yards per game at almost 200. Warriors getting the ball from just inside their own end zone. Return up the middle will be brought out to the 27-yard line. Is number 37, that's Melodious Manning, doing return duties for Chicago. That will bring the offense being led by Ty Patak. That has had himself a bit of a struggle this season. He's in the bottom of the league in completion percentage with 44%. 12 interceptions puts him at 27th. And only one passing touchdown so far this season. He's got to really turn things around here as we're nearing the mid-season point. Quick pass up the middle and overthrows his target. Incomplete. That one intended for Paulie Truth.
Yeah, that's one thing that Ty's going to have to try to take care of, right? As you mentioned, 1 TD, 12 interception ratio. Not the best in the SFL for sure, but if he wants to get this victory, get that first win of the season, he's got to be a little bit more consistent when it comes to his passes.
Absolutely, but he is a decent passer in yardage. He's already over 850 passing yards this season, which puts him 13th in the league, right there in the middle of the pack. 2nd and 10, Truth in motion to the left side. 3 receivers set. Deep drop back. Ty, that was picked up by a lineman. That was Mono on the catch. But they're going to call it a loss of 2. I think that might have been deflected at the line.
Yeah, it might have been deflected there, but Mono was just looking to try to be the guy, I guess.
He was right there, but but Robin Mono, the guard, will be credited with the reception. 3rd and 12 now from the 25. Deep drop back for Patak, throwing left side, and it's broken up. Incomplete. Truth the intended target once again, and a big break up there by Havo Ramsey.
Yeah, that was just a nice play there by Ramsey. I mean, not trying to go after the ball, just try to meet that receiver right there to where he knocks it out. Great play by the corner.
Yeah, that was a great breakup. Forces the 3 and out on this first drive. Philip DeField, the former Rambler, will punt this away. There'll be a decent punt taken to the 30-yard line. And a 7-yard return by Pope will bring it out to the 37. And that'll bring out Switch Thumper to lead the offense to Nashville for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and Switch is in that kind of same situation as Ty Patak, right? The ratio is just not that great. 3 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. This is the big key, I think, for both sides of this game today is which quarterback is going to actually shine, right? And maybe it'll be Switch Thumper, maybe it'll be Ty, but we'll see how Switch does on this drive.
Yeah, and Switch is actually 14th in yards at 843, so he's right behind Ty in that in the middle of that pack, but he's also 8th with 70 completions. Rush up the right side. We'll get 6 on the play. That's Tino Sosa getting the first run of the day.
Yeah, I really like Tino Sosa. I think he's going to be a big key in this offense down the line. A former pick from the Indianapolis Ramblers, 230 yards on the season so far. No touchdowns yet, but I can see him getting one maybe possibly today.
Yeah, already, as I said, averaging about 4 yards a carry. That one doubled up his average. And they will run it up the gut, and it'll be just short of the sticks. That was a run there by their second running back, Sean Sanders. That's going to bring up 3rd and about a foot.
Yeah, Sean Sanders, that 5-season veteran, his 2nd season here in Nashville. And, yeah, he's got a really good vision as well. I mean, this is a nice little 1-2 combo they got.
Two tight end package here for 3rd and short. Kingston Ellington, man in motion to the right side. They'll set up twins to the right. They'll hand it off. Up the gut, trying to push the pile. They'll say he got the first down, but I would not be surprised if Chicago pulls a challenge out. And they will. And that, like clockwork, it is a challenge here from Ty Patak to say he did not make the first down. So we will take a retroactive look at this play. Brought to you by Retroid. Get your console and play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. Remember, the line is not official, but we'll take a look. Yeah, you see, he's trying to push the pile. I think he's short.
I think he's short too.
Here's another angle here.
Former teammates going out of here. Melodious Manning getting the victory on that one. But yeah, he's definitely not crossed that line, I don't think.
Let's get the call. And they will respot the football. And it is 4th down. Great call there from the challenge to force the first down off the board. And bring 4th and inches, and this will be an interesting call if they go for it.
I would kind of like to see the aggressiveness here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they punt it.
And it looks like they will punt it. They have Tommy Powers out to punt this away, the season 23 All-Star. They'll kick that away, going down the right side. This will be fielded right at the 20. A little bit of a jump there on the return, but a nice little run from Ryan Arlovsky to get Chicago out to the 25-yard line. Let's introduce that Chicago Warrior offense. Quarterback, Ty Patak. Running back, Baloo Scott. Fullback is Dean Jackson. Wide receivers are Ryan Arlovsky, Gus Scott, Tita Queen, Lyric Da Vinci, and John Fullerton. The tight end is Paulie Truth on the line. Jackie Jones and Jess Fullerton Galarza on tackle. And, of course, the aforementioned Robin Mono on guard. To Queen going into motion on the left side here on 1st down. Ty will throw, gets a block, throwing up the middle, off the hands of Truth and incomplete.
Yeah, intended for Paulie Truth there. Probably going to be the big target here today. And talking with offensive coordinator Mike O'Neill, he mentioned that to me as well. Look out for maybe a Paulie Truth show today.
Yeah, that was a bit of an overthrow on that one. It looked like it was just out of Paulie's hands there. 2nd and 10 with 3 receivers. Looks like a bit of a nickel pack. No, excuse me. No, they've got 5 on the line here. Ty will throw. Deep drop back. Going to go for the short pass. Gets into Truth, who shakes the tackle. Gets the first down and pushed out of bounds at the 42. Gain of 17 on the play and a first down.
And that is something that Paulie Truth can do, right? I mean, when you get him the ball, he is just that big physical tight end that can break a lot of tackles, right? It's not easy to get a tackle broken there by Jay Martin, but he does and gets the first down and more.
Yeah, shakes that tackle and had the room and had the wherewithal to remember, hey, there's the first down marker. Let's get past that. And kept on going and chugged his way out for 17 yards and the gain. That'll be first down at the 42 of Chicago. Ty will throw again. Quick pass, and that might have been a little bit early on that one for Fullerton as he wasn't ready for it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I really like what Chicago's trying to do here, right? Because as we mentioned, Ty Patak has been a little bit on the inaccurate side. So having that short, quick passing game to try to get that confidence built up for the later on part of this portion. I like what the offensive coordinator is doing right now.
3 receivers set, 2 tight ends split. Patak into another deep drop, going for the deep ball, and it's incomplete. And that one intended for Lyric Da Vinci, broken up on that play by Jay Martin. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and just nice defense there by Jay Mart. Jay Mart, very underrated when it comes to coverage as a linebacker, and has done a pretty good job in his career, and just shows right there what he could do on that play.
Another empty set here on 3rd and 10. There have been no running plays for Chicago these last 2 drives. Fullerton in motion to the right side. Here comes the rush. And a deflection on the line, and it's incomplete. The blitz there from Dylan Bamcheller. And that will deflect it out, and it'll be 4th down. They'll punt it away.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to the front four and the blitz package there from Nashville because they have been just hands up. And, as a defensive lineman, you're taught when there's a pass coming out, hands up, you try to get that deflection, and Nashville's been taking that to heart here and done a good job so far in this quarter.
Absolutely. DeField will punt this away. Oh, the ball is out and picked up by Chicago! What a turnover on the defensive side of the football. That's 53, Bubba Miller, the long snapper, picking up the football.
I mean, Pope Jr. has got to be able to hold on to the football, right? I mean, that's one of the number one things you got to do. But, I mean, he is a rookie in this league. He's going to have his bumps and learn that. But on the other side, Chicago, both these teams are 0-5 and need something to go in their favor. Let's see if Chicago can take advantage of it.
They're going to reset this drive now on Nashville's 26-yard line. We'll see if they can convert this into points. Truth in motion to the left.
Look at the mismatch there.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a bit of a mismatch setup. The tackle throw. Going down the right side, and that was a little bit out of reach for Fullerton. Incomplete.
Yeah, I would have liked to see if maybe they tried to go to that poly-truth mismatch there because, he had Jeff Gagne, Jeff Gagne has been in this league for 10 seasons, done a terrific job as a covers linebacker, but would have liked to see if maybe they went towards that matchup, but instead they go to Fullerton, and it just in and out of his hands there.
Also might have been a little bit out of reach as well.
Yeah.
Again, going into the empty set. Drop back, he needs to get rid of it. Does so, and deflected away. A nice breakup on the play. And I believe that was Gagne there on the coverage, incomplete.
Yeah, that was Jeff Gagne right there, former middle linebacker for the London Knights when they were still around and always was great in covers then, still great in covers now. And you're not going to see much of the running backs in here. Type Attack does lead this team in rushing as the only person that has actually got 100 yards this season so far for this team.
Yeah, they are pretty much going all air on these last few drives. Truth going to go in motion to the left. Four to the left, and they're going to go for it into the end zone. Incomplete and almost into the hands of Zach Benjamin, but I think he'll take that drop for sure, and it's fourth down.
Yeah, nice play there by Zach Benjamin, the outside linebacker, just coming over from Bossier City last year, learned a couple things probably from that great linebacking core, and out comes Top Keeper.
Top Keeper to kick the field goal here to make it a 3-point game, a 43-yard attempt from the left hash. On its way, needs to fade, and it does. Gets it through 9 plays, 17 yards, and a minute 3 seconds later, we have a 3-0 ball game in favor of Chicago.
And just like watching Top Keeper's golf game, he loves to slice, right? If he would talk to you about it, he would talk about the slice. He slices that thing beautifully just inside the crossbar there and gives Chicago that early lead.
I was going to say, if anyone knows about slicing, it's yours truly right over here. I can tell you that.
Same with me.
If you were at the convention in Houston, you definitely saw it. But that is Top Keeper's 9th field goal of the season as the kickoff goes into the end zone for the touchback. So that will bring out the offense for Nashville once again. Let's introduce that offense for the tempo. You have Switch Thumper at quarterback. Running backs are Tina Sosa and Sean Sanders. Fullback is Jay Ballmer. Wide receivers, Elliot Pope Jr., Kenny Hendricks, Guy Clausen, and Kingston Ellington. Tight ends are Chris Althier and James Walters. Tackles, Hammy Wheeler and Brahim Wheeler. Al Friedman also at tackle. Danny Carmichael at guard, and Emmanuel Petrilla on center from Queen City, as that run for Ballmer will go for about 5.
Yep, and now they've got all 3 of their backs involved. They haven't thrown a single pass yet. Maybe this is the opportunity to try to go over the top.
Yeah, managing to hold Chicago to 3. Hopefully a little bit of a positive boost here from Nashville as they hope to try to move down the field. Go for the handoff. So loses the football, but it's picked up by Thumper, saving the football for Nashville, but it'll go down as a loss of 4.
I mean, these guys have got to protect the ball, right? If you're the Nashville side, you got to be just frustrated with your players right now because you gotta get some stickum or something on there. I mean, they're just making their own mistakes right now.
Yeah, the last thing they need is to lose the football on offense. Thumper looking to throw. Going down the middle and deflected away. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Kenny Hendricks.
Yeah, it looked like Chris Stack may have been right there. Not too sure. It might have been King Bradshaw, the strong safety with the nice deflection.
I think you might be looking at Ricky Robinson there
Oh,
for
Ricky
Chicago.
Robinson. My apologies. My apologies.
But yeah, so it's either Robinson or K Magic there on the play, but that will be a 3-and-out for Nashville. As we once again will see the punt away from Powers. This will be taken right at the 39. Return, trying to get around, and Artlovsky will get to the 47 as we have a injury on the play, as Duncan Onum is down on the turf.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting up, so that's good.
Up and off under his own power, so that's always a good sign to see. Hopefully he will be back into the game soon enough. Onum having himself, he's had himself 4 tackles so far this season. A bit of a lull for him, but hopefully we'll see him back out there soon enough. Chicago will take over on their own 47-yard line, leading 3-0 here in the first half of the first quarter. Man in motion to the right side. That's Lyric Da Vinci going into the tight end spot with Pauly. Attack to throw, incomplete, and Fullerton has missed his 4th target.
Yeah, 2 of 12 so far for Patak tonight. I mean, that little underneath route there to Fullerton is just not working. I think Patak needs to be trying to look at some other directions here.
Yeah, it's a rough go for both these quarterbacks, and hopefully it will improve as the game moves on. Truth going to go in motion to the left side. Set up a 2 tight end package on the left with 2 receivers. Looks like a dime setup here for Nashville. Attack to throw on the deep drop. Going for the big ball and gets it! Down to the 25-yard line is Ryan Arlovsky, and they're inside Nashville territory.
See, you can see Ty Patak can throw the football, right? I mean, just a beautiful, first of all, beautiful blocking there by the offensive line, giving him all that space, and then Arlovsky just right over the top of Bamfler. Just perfect throw, perfect catch, great play from Chicago.
Great play there to get them on the opposite end of the field, and now once again, Chicago trying to get into scoring range. 1st and 10 from the 26 of Nashville. They will put Lyric Da Vinci in motion to the right. Set him up with the twin tight end set. Step back here for Patak. Look out! Here comes trouble! It's a sack and a loss of 5. Looked like that was number 62 for Nashville. That is Paul Spicer making the sack.
Yeah, Paul Spicer, the backup defensive end there, coming in. When your number gets called, I mean, you got to make the plays, and that's exactly what he did there. Nice sack.
Good step up there to bring the loss of 5, pushes it to the 31. Stepping back on the deep drop. Oh, and a nice jump deflection from Brenda Puff, and it's incomplete.
I mean, this is what we've been talking about. I mean, when these Nashville front line are able to just put their hands up constantly, this is what happens, right? Good things happen. Now you set up, instead of maybe a possible completion, now it's 3rd and long, and Chicago's in a tight spot.
In a real tight position here, they got to go for the deep ball. Man in motion to the right. That's Ryan Arlovsky. 1 of 2 receptions for the receiving core today. Step back for Patak, rolling out to his left, getting some open space, going for the end zone, it's caught! Touchdown, Chicago! It's Pauly Truth who brings it in!
Yeah, I mean, he is just a tough cover for any corner with the physicality that he has, but Ty Patak made that play happen, trying to go away from the pass rush, right? Looking down the field, cross the body throw. That's something you don't want to see your quarterback do, but in the situation with Ty Patak's arm strength, he finds Pauly Truth, gets the 6 points.
Got it down for a 31-yard touchdown pass to put them into the end zone. The extra point from Kiefer is up and good, and it's now 10-0 Chicago here with 4:34 to go in the first quarter. Well, you have to think Chicago fired up now after getting into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that this crowd needs to get into, right? The crowd's going to help them try to stop this Nashville offense, right? They've been doing good so far, but you want to keep the crowd in the ball game, and that touchdown right there will definitely help.
Kick deep into the end zone for another touchback. That will put Nashville back to their own 20-yard line. Let's see if the defense here for Chicago can step up here today. Let's introduce them real quick. On the line is Darko Young and Sean Parent. Linebackers, Doug Day, DJ Kilgannon, and Telemax Scarborough. Corners are K Magic, Derek Majors, Ricky Robinson, Melodious Manning. Your safeties are Kronk Worthy and the season 23 All-Star Alex Bond. Ellington going to go in motion to the right side. The split receiver set. Tina Sosa trying to move the pile and only maybe gets about a yard before being tackled there from Kilgannon.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Nashville's plan is just to run the football and just work on that side of the field, right? Because Chicago, granted, they are 0-5 and haven't looked that great, but they are the 4th best passing defense in the SFL, only giving up 165 yards per game, and maybe that's in the coaching staff's mind.
Well, there's a pass there that kind of proves us all wrong as the completion is made for the first down.
Well, and there I am.
Elliott Pope.
Yeah, and there I am, right? Wrong as can be, and that's fine. But, I mean, and that's a great play, right? Just get that quick passing game going, right? That's his first completion of the game. Let's see if they keep that going there along with that run game and sprinkle that in every now and then.
First down now at the 31. They will go to the handoff. And that will go for maybe a couple of yards. Oh, but we have an injury on Chicago, and that is DJ Kilgannon, who is on the turf and hurt.
Yeah, that's a big-time loss if he's out for the entire game. I mean, DJ Kilgannon, this is his first season here. He came over from the former Canton Classics, now Sin City Samurai, and, you know, he's a big part of that defense, so let's hopefully he's okay.
They credit as a gain of 2 for Sean Sanders. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing a lot of here from Nashville. As we mentioned, Chicago, bottom of the league in rushing yards allowed per game, averaging about just under 200. Quick pass here for Thumper, overthrows his target, incomplete. That was intended for Althea. So bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, both these teams in the bottom third, you know, as you mentioned, Chicago the worst in the SFL, you know, Nashville 23rd in the SFL, and I would love to see if they're able to get this passing game going a little bit here. 3rd and 8. This is an interesting call.
They'll have to do it here with a 4-wide set. Pope in motion to the left side. They still have, looks like it might be Sosa in the way deep in the back, trying to provide some blocks. Thumper throwing down the middle. Penalty marker down. We might have some interference here.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was on Chicago, so that is a penalty assessed to Ricky Robinson. We'll take another look at it here.
Yeah, it looks pretty crowded. Yeah, I mean, just, you can't do that. You can't contact him right there, right before the ball gets there. So good call by the refs.
He just got right in his way, and they'll call that every time. So that'll be an automatic first down for Nashville inside Chicago territory. Be right at the 46-yard line. Nickel pack here for the Warriors. Thumper, quick step, needs to throw. Gonna go a little bit deflected and incomplete. Good little jump deflection on that play. That was number 29 for Chicago. That's Alex Bond, the 3-time All-Star.
Yeah, had plenty of time there in the pocket. Great blocking, but just, you know, the underneath guys, what it took you, right? Alex Bond made a great play.
Back into the nickel for 2nd down against 3 wide. 2 in the backfield. Thumper on the quick step. Gonna throw it out. Oh, and almost right into the hands of Ramsey, but he drops it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he just didn't see him or what, because he was right in front of his intended target, and I don't know what Thumper saw, but it was not the best idea for him to do that.
So that brings up 3rd and 10. Chicago going into the dime set. 2-2 for Nashville. Thumper gonna step back, looking, throwing the deep ball into coverage and caught! Brought in by Pope right around the 20-yard line, and a huge gain for Nashville.
I mean, this is why you take the guy in the top 10, right? I mean, just what? I mean, first off, what a throw by Thumper, just the gall on him to go into double covers, but Elliott Pope just going over the top of his defender, making that catch. That's such a great play there by the rookie.
Goes down as a 26-yard reception. 1st and 10 now just outside Chicago's red zone. Ellington going to go in motion to the left side, split the receivers. from the offset eye. Might be a blitz here for Kilgannon. He'll back off. Sosa cuts into the middle and turns it into a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on first down, that's exactly what you want to do, right? You want to try to get it, somewhere around between 4 and 6 yards. That way you can set yourself up and that playbook opens up wide, right? And that's exactly what's happened here. Great run there by Sosa.
Yeah, great run up the middle here. That's probably going to be the main focus for this set of downs. Althier in motion to the right. There's an empty slot there in the tight end set for Walters. Sees the ball by his lonesome in a 3-point stance.
Oh.
Ball is out, but again, Thumper recovers the fumble. It'll go down as a loss of 4. It'll be 3rd and 9. That's the second fumble so far for Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys after this game, they're going to have to go through practice and try to learn how to hold on to the football, right? That's the 3rd fumble by this team here in the first quarter, right? So, I mean, hopefully that's not an outlook of how things are going to go, but hopefully they can start holding on to the football here.
Thumper to throw. Going to go down the middle. Then nearly intercepted. Almost out of the hands of K-Magic, but it'll be 4th down. But Nashville will be in range for what I believe will be about a 36-yard field goal.
I mean, K-Magic had an opportunity to make some magic, right? And apparently that just did not happen. So now you're going to force Nashville into a field goal here.
Iron Leg from the middle on its way, and good. It was a little precarious as it was moving to the right, but Iron Leg with his 9th field goal of the season will put Nashville on the board and makes it 10-3. Yeah, they just got that inside the upright.
Yeah, I was leaning in my chair over here, Ethan, like, oh, man, is that going to go or what? But, yeah, luckily that was able to get in there. Maybe these winds of Chicago here made it go in there for him, but good kick regardless.
Absolutely. That'll put Nashville on the board, only down by 7, as this is going to be taken from the 1. Return up the middle for about 28 yards on the return. Manning will get us set up on the 29-yard line for Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, I mean, they had that touchdown pass to Pauly Truth already on the last drive. Let's see if they're able to continue that, right? I mean, they held Nashville to 3. Let's see if they can capitalize on this and make a good opportunity here to get up, 2 scores here.
Let's see if they can make it work from the 29. Again, going into that empty set, that seems to be what their big game plan is. They're just going to try to throw the ball as much as they can. 3 receivers set. Patak on the deep drop. Gets it away just in time, and it's almost out into the hands of Jay Mart, but it will be incomplete. Let's introduce that Nashville tempo defense. On the line, Jose Fuentes, R.C. Puff, and Brenda Puff. Linebackers are Jay Mart, Zach Benjamin, Tika Clay, Jeff Gagne, and Duncan Onham, who we hope will be back into the mix here today. Havo Ramsey, Chris Stack, and Bentley Bonner are your corners. On safety is Chris Delro, Dylan Bamseler, and King Bradshaw. Patak gonna go back here. Pump fakes. Needs to get it away. Does so, and another poorly timed throw there, as that was intended for Blue Scott, but Clay there on the coverage.
Yeah, I don't know. The ball did not look right coming out of his hand, right? Not sure if maybe it was hit behind him or he just, simply lost grip of it or whatever, but that didn't look as sharp and crisp as normal type attack throws can be.
Yeah, it's kind of been that way for most of this quarter. Like he's just not in that rhythm right now, but hopefully he'll get back in sync, as the throw here is incomplete. Pauly Truth was the intended target, but the breakup on that play by Chris Stack.
Yeah, and it's interesting, as we said, I mean, we've gone through this entire first quarter. We haven't seen a run out of Chicago yet, even with the mobile quarterback like type attack. They're really trying to channel the former vibes of the Minnesota Maulers back in season 4 and even like in the middle times for people that in the recent times, the old London passing attack back in like season 17.
Oh, yeah, that one there was a lot of passing in that one. Punch on the way. And this will be brought out to the 34-yard line. So Nashville with an opportunity to narrow the deficit, as they will get possession here with about a minute and change to go here in the first.
Yeah, at least this time, I'm really glad to see them holding on to the football here, Ethan. So they're already, doing pretty good so far in this drive.
Yeah, they've been having a little bit of the struggles, but they are still still moving themselves down the field. They're still getting points. And see if they can keep that momentum moving. First down from the 34-yard line. And it will be Pope in motion to the left side. And looks like he's being pursued by Robinson. Thumper to throw. Gets a little check down with plenty of room for Sosa, who will spin out for about maybe 10 yards. I thought maybe Tino got about 9 or so.
This is something that I would love to see more SFL teams do, right? I mean, obviously you've got a guy like Tino Sosa who's got some speed and is able to use his hands that he used so well in the SFLM to be that receiving type of back, right? What a great play design and a great play call here by the Tempo.
And Patak is going to keep the challenge flag in his pocket. He'll let the first down go. We are going to see a rush up the middle from Sanders, who will get about 3 on the play. As we see, we've got 12 possessions so far this first quarter. 3 scores, 3 turnovers, and 5 punts between these two squads.
I mean, it's kind of what we expected, right? These teams are both in the bottom half of offenses and stuff, so wanted to see what they could do here.
Sosa tried to move the pile and ends up being a loss of 2 as a tackle there from Kilgannon to set up 3rd and 7.
Well, first off, it's great to see Kilgannon back into the game making plays, right? I mean, he is the guy that is leading this team in tackles. Right now, he's got 6 total. They needed him back on the field.
4 receivers set. It will probably be the last play of the quarter. Thumper lost the football and into the hands of number 90 of Chicago. Who is that? Darko Young.
Wow. What a play here by I mean, first off, finally seeing some pressure, right? And was able to just get that done. Beautiful play there, getting the fumble. That's the 4th fumble for Nashville. I mean, when they look so far in this first quarter and wonder why they're down 7 points, you got to look at the fumbles, right? They're just kicking themselves in the foot here.
It really is, and it's just been a matter of just not holding onto the football, and they just really got to improve there. Patak going to try to go for the kill shot. Gets it to Paulie Truth, who will get the first down up to about the 15, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We'll take a look at that catch once again.
Yeah,
Patak's
I mean,
getting into the rhythm now.
Yeah, this is the guy you need to keep going after, right? I mean, Orlovsky's got that 1 catch for 27 yards, but the rest of them, they're just not catching these passes right now. Go to the hot hand, go to Paulie Truth.
That's the end of the first. Chicago up by 7. They lead 10-3. This is the SFL on VFN. Start of the second quarter here in Chicago. Ethan Muslin, Chad Rowland here coming to you from the Thermoplex. As Chicago looking to extend their lead. Patak on the deep drop. Throws deep to the right side. Looking for Truth, and it's incomplete. Looks like that might have been Ramsey there on the breakup.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what you got to do, right? You got to be able to meet, if they're going to go to Paulie Truth and you're going to try to get that catch, you got to meet him to try to break up that pass. That was beautifully done there by Ramsey to force the incompletion.
So second down now from the 24. 3 receivers set, 2 tight ends split. Patak gonna throw, facing the rush up the middle, trying to get away. It's gonna be brought down for a sack. And that will be credited to number 52, Jose Fuentes.
Yeah, nice play there by the defensive end. I mean, the clock was going off in Patak's head. It was the right idea to try to run. Maybe he tries to use that speed to try to go to the outside. It looked like he had some daylight out there, but tried to go up the middle. They made him pay for it, 3rd and 12.
First tackle for loss on the day for Nashville here as they start to move the football back. 3rd and 12 now from the 26. Patak facing the rush, needs to get it away, does so, gets it completed over to Arlovsky, and it will make it 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
When you need a big play, who have they gone to, right? Ryan Orlovsky, 27 yards on that first catch. Pretty decent chunk here on the second one, right? He's the only guy that's actually caught all of his targets for this team so far today. So, we talked about Paulie Truth needing to get some looks. Maybe you need to get Orlovsky a little bit more looks here as well because he's been doing some work today.
Yeah, that one going down for 19 yards. Make it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Patak in the shotgun with 3 wide. Going to put Fullerton in motion to the left. Looks like Bradshaw in pursuit of him. There's a snap, pitch out to the right side, and it's a run for Scott. First carry of the ball game, and it looks like it will go down for a loss of 1.
Wow, I dropped my pearls. There was a run over here by the Chicago Warriors. Wow. I mean, obviously going into the gun, they see the advantage here having the gun as the running type of formation inside the goal line. Let's see if they're able to maybe get some more looks out of that.
Fullerton in motion to the right. Looks like Nashville's adjusting their zones. They go for the handoff again. This time it's number, that's 34 for Chicago. That's James Stewart, the backup running back, who gets a few yards, and they'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, me personally as a former coach, I really like the draw plays when it comes to being out of the gun, right? The toss plays never really worked for me so much. Maybe I just wasn't that good on offense. But when you look at the draw, it really just works well if you got somebody with some good speed. I would love to see them try to do that with Blue Scott here, see how it works.
Da Vinci goes in motion to the left to set up trips. 3rd down and goal. Patak going for deep ball, right side, incomplete. And that one intended for Da Vinci. He had a man, but just could not get it in. Tiga Clay on the coverage, and it'll be 4th and goal.
Yeah, I mean, that was just really well covered, right? I mean, you had like a couple of guys right there in front of him. I mean, he was able to jump up, and Patak looked like he put the ball right where he needed to, but just in and out of the hands of Da Vinci right there.
And to correct myself, that was Chris Delro making the coverage on Da Vinci. So that will bring out the field goal. This will be a 22-yard attempt for Kiefer from the left hash. To make this a 10-point game, it's on its way, and it is good. That'll make it 13-3 with 7:39 to go here in the second quarter. The 2025 SFL Convention kicks off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th to 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. Kick taken here at the goal line. And Pope trying to go for some room, and it's a great little run up the middle, up to the 33-yard line. Let's go to SFL headquarters with an update from south of the border.
Thank you, Ethan. Charleston at Mexico City this afternoon, and the Predators have been the shocker of the day. Iman Kopech to Doug Britton for a 2-point conversion in the first half. Charleston has 250 yards of offense, and they're tied with Mexico City at 14 early in the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Cam. Nice tight one there in Mexico as Sosa pushing for the first down and gets it. And credit him with about 10.5 to move the sticks.
Yeah, just you got to give credit to the offensive line there. Look at the push they got and able to just basically take all those people out on the front line there from Chicago. And Sosa just an easy 10 yards. Good play.
And that hurdle in the early going was also pretty important, as that gave him plenty of daylight to work with.
Yep, very true.
Now from the 44 of Nashville, Twins to the left. Thumper looking to throw. Left side has the open man. There's Ellington down the left sideline, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. But we may have an injury on the play, and it's K Magic who's hurt.
Yeah, hopefully K-Magic will be okay. But, I mean, when you look at that throw, I don't know if they'll show a replay for us or not, Ethan, but, I mean, Ricky Robinson was playing really off of Ellington, right? I mean, Ellington had all kinds of breathing room to make that play. And it was just a beautiful throw there. Switch Thumper finding the easy target, and Ellington getting that first down and way more.
Got way more there. They're going to be just beyond the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 with Twins to the right. Thumper going to probably go for the pass. No, it's going to be a run for Sosa, who will get about 2 on the play with Manning there making the tackle.
Yep, just nice tackle there by Melodious Manning. You know, they really tried to use him as more of a blitzing safety, which is what he had the hype of coming into the SFL draft back a few seasons ago, and now it looked like it's starting to pay off here for him.
Thumper going to roll out left, needs to get it away. Does so, and it's intercepted. Big trouble here as a flag is down on the return, but that will be a pickoff by Derek Majors. see what this foul is. It's going to be a clipping foul against Chicago, so that'll move it back half the distance to the goal. They get the interception counted, but it'll be first down for Chicago at the 7. Oh, and there's the clip.
Yeah, I mean, what was the point of that?
Sean, what are you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, what are you doing? I mean, but let's just talk about this first, right? I mean, Thumper trying to throw on the run. Chicago made him pay there. Now, let's see if Chicago can actually keep this going and get this, get this score even more extended here because, right now, I mean, Nashville's defense, at least so far, has been holding him in check.
The good news is that it was a turnover. The bad news is they're starting from their own 7. Oh. But Paulie Truth is going to help fix that tremendously as he's brought down to the 42-yard line for a 35-yard gain.
I mean, when I say a defense is kind of holding you in check, Paulie Truth says, here, hold this, watch this stuff, as Paulie Truth just a steam straight down the gut, right? Nashville, not even looking. I mean, when you have a guy that open who has been this good this game, you got to make sure that you got to defend that guy, right? You got to get bodies on him. Nobody was on him. Easy throw there from type attack. Great play.
Right up now to Chicago's 42 and that's going to be a loss of 7 on that play with a big sack from number 75 of Nashville. That is Larry Triplett doing the dirty work there.
I mean, these backup, defensive linemen are just getting it done in this game, right? I mean, when your number's being called, you go and make that play. Triplett does that right there and sets up a second and very long here for Chicago.
Very long here. Spatak will throw it, gets it over to Truth, and will get to the 45. So past the original line of scrimmage and positive yardage. So they'll set up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, very interesting. I thought there for a minute that was going to go to Tina Queen, who we have not even heard her name tonight. But Paulie Truth making the great snack there, getting the extra yards, getting it back across the original line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and long.
They're going to put Fullerton in motion to the right side as number 24, Chris Stack, on the coverage. Patak, quick pass, looking that way. It's intercepted by Stack, who's going to run down the left sideline and brought down to the 39-yard line. So from one pick to another, Nashville is back on the offense.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it at the beginning of the game, right? Type attack, 1 TD, 12 picks, and this has just been kind of a story, kind of an overthrow a little bit, it looks like right there. Chris Stack making a great play. Nashville, after the turnover inside their own red zone, get the ball back with great field position.
First interception of the day for Ty Patak. First turnover of the day for Chicago. Stumper will set up with 3 wide in the offset eye. Nickel package here for the Warriors. Handoff for Sosa. Sanders on the run. And Sean Sanders will end up with 6 on the play. Tackle there from Doug Day.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here with Sosa and Sanders, right? Both of them averaging over 3.5 yards per carry. I mean, this is a team that, is not good on the run defense. So pound that rock. Get the run game going here.
And they'll pitch it out to Sosa, trying to get to the first. They'll say, got it. That's a bit of an iffy spot.
That's a give-me spot right there. Let's see if Chicago challenges that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the challenge. They're going to mark it at the 29. And Ty is going to say, no, thank you. We'll leave it in our pocket for another day. Probably with a 10-point lead, probably feeling a little comfortable here. Thumper throws, and it's intercepted by Derek Majors, who's got room down the left sideline, breaking tackles and down to the 41-yard line. That's 3 drives in a row that have ended in interceptions.
I don't think any of these offenses want to try to move the ball down the field. Right here, you get an interception. No, you get an interception. I mean, there's interceptions being thrown everywhere in these final few minutes of this second quarter. And I got to tell you, I mean, that's a great play by Derek Majors, the hops, the incredible jumping ability there by the corner. In Chicago, after throwing an interception, gets the ball back again. Let's see if they can hold on to it this time.
So they will be on their own 41-yard line, effectively just restarting the drive from where they were last set of downs. 3 receivers set, 2 tight ends split. Patak gets it away just in time, and Truth with a nice little reaching catch to get on the opposite end of the field. It's first down.
Yeah, I mean, Truth once again, I mean, just shining in this game right now, right? I mean, just having that inside leverage there, type attack, seeing it easy over the middle every time you're going to throw the poly truth there for a first down.
They bring it down to about the 44. Excuse me, they're going to mark that down a little bit further than that, I believe. Yeah, marking it down to the 42 for first down. So, yeah, effectively flipping the field on that catch. Again, going 3 receivers and 2 tight ends. Rush up the middle. Patak till with time. Gets it away. And it's picked off! Picked away by Tegan Clay. He's got room to run down the right side. And brought down to the Chicago 40. So that is the 4th consecutive drive that has gone for an interception.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what to say about this, right? I mean, this is just back and forth, back and forth. I mean, both these quarterbacks, like I said, Patak, 1-12, the ratio, Switch Thumper, 3-12. When you look at the stats, it tells you there's going to be some picks thrown in this ball game, right? These defenses are eating right now. And it's just, like I said, I don't know if anybody's going to wants to score a touchdown or anything in this quarter right now because they just keep throwing picks.
I don't think Chicago would mind that since they would still hold the 10-point lead. Nashville going to go with a run on first down as Sanders will get probably about a yard as Melodious Manning is there on the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the coaching staff here is just looking at it and say, hey, look, there's been a few interceptions right now so far. Maybe we should just run the football and see what happens here. So, look for more run plays here from Nashville.
Definitely going to go with a more on-the-ground adjustment in these final few minutes. Handoff for Sosa, breaks a tackle, gets to the 35. They'll set up a 3rd down and 4. Looks like they might have given him a generous spot to the 34.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of generous spot for sure. But, I mean, that's a great run there by Sosa, right? Getting 5 yards, you were back 2nd and 9. You make it 3rd and 4. Your playbook's a little bit more open.
Thumper going to go for the throw as he goes down the middle and complete over to Kenny Hendricks for his first catch of the day. And that'll bring up a first down inside the red zone.
I'm telling you, Ethan, every time a quarterback drops back in this game right now, I am just going, oh, is it going to happen again? But Switch Thumper proving me wrong, rolling out to his left there, finding Kenny Hendricks there with his first catch of the day. Great throw.
Goes down for a 17-yard reception. First down in the red zone for Nashville. Hoping to narrow the deficit to 7, maybe even 3. Ellington going in motion to the right side with an offset I formation. We'll hand it off. Run for Sanders. We'll get about a yard as the tackle is made on that play. Looks like they might have been killed Gannon on the stop as that will reach us to the 2-minute warning. Nashville hoping to get some points before halftime. They trail Chicago by 10. You're watching the SFL here on VFN. Final 2 minutes of the first half here in Chicago. Thumper going for the quick pass. One-handed grab is completed by Ellington. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Let's see if they can convert it here and keep the drive moving.
Man, throwing over the middle in a crowded area, that's a bold strategy, Cotton, and it paid off for him. Ellington making the nice grab.
Walters going to go in motion into a receiver slot. They're going to go for the draw. Up the middle for Sosa, and it's a first down to the 6-yard line. Makes it 1st and goal to go for the Tempo.
I mean, I'm a guy that likes straw runs, and you call it at the perfect time, right? 3rd and 1, Sosa. You open that just enough for Sosa to squeeze through and extend the sticks. Great run there by Sosa.
75 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 tight ends set, 2 receivers. 1st and goal from just outside the 6. They're about 19 feet away from making this a 3-point game. Clock running down to 60 seconds. Thumper throwing. Left side, incomplete. A little bit of an opposite field throw intended for Walters, just out of his hands.
I mean, you never want to see your quarterback throw across the body like that, right? Because what happens usually when you do that, it's going to be short, and it's an opportunity for a DB to get a pick. We've already had enough of those in this ball game. Don't try to force it here inside your own 10-yard line.
There's already been 4 consecutive drives ended with an interception. What's one more? One for the thumb, as they say. Thumper to throw, and it's caught outside the end zone. They're saying it did not cross the plane.
Ooh.
So it will be second and they're going to say, no, they're going to say he caught. No, it's first and goal at the goal line.
Yeah, they're saying he's at the goal line here. I was waiting to see if maybe something get blown out, but yeah, they're just going to let that go. First and goal.
Oh, I don't know about this call because that's effectively in. They got to punch this in.
Give it to Palmer.
Punch it in, make it official. Because this is a touchdown anyway from Sunday. The pass incomplete.
Man. I mean, I don't know what head coach James Walters is thinking here. I mean, this is the worst, one of the worst run defenses in the SFL. Run it, right? You're inside. You're on the goal line. You don't even need that much. You can almost do a tush push if you wanted to. Run the ball here.
They got to run it out here. Thumper to throw. Going in. So intercepted! Turnover number 5 of this half. And Chicago will get it away for 0 points on the board.
I mean, Chicago has got to be one of the luckiest teams I think I've ever seen. I mean, first and goal on the goal line, and you throw 2 straight passes in a game that has been so interception happy that Eddie Gage wants to go get his pads on and unretire so he has an opportunity to get a pick 6 possibly in his career. Just a boneheaded call in my mind there by the coaching staff. That's just something you just don't want to do, especially against one of the worst run defenses in the SFL.
Especially where the officials spotting that football, you would have thought that was a touchdown, but they declined to give it the score, and it turns out to be an interception, the 5th consecutive drive, ending with an interception. As the catch was made for 8 yards, it'll be 2nd and 2 here with 30 seconds left to go in the half. Oh, that is an unfortunate turn of events as Patak's going to run the football for the first down. Gets a few more yards as we will start to wind this clock down to the end of the first half.
Hey, I mean, there we go right there, right? I mean, that's the first positive yards I think we've seen Ty Patak run. You would think you've already may have seen a little bit something with that by now, but that's a nice little draw play there by Patak.
They'll throw one more play to end the half, and that almost went tragic for Patak, as that was nearly intercepted. Bit of a hand on that by the defender, but that will bring us to the end of the first half, and tragedy for Nashville on those final few plays as they were almost certain to have a touchdown, but officials say no, and it ends up going as a turnover to finish with no points. They still trail Chicago 13-3 as we head to the first half break.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, I mean, that's just a tough call and a tough break. But hopefully the coaching staff can go back, do some halftime adjustments, right? When you're inside and only, like a thin margin away from a touchdown, I mean, and you got 2 good running backs, run the football, right? But looking at this half, I mean, Chicago, that touchdown has been the big difference, right? I mean, they've been held to field goals otherwise, but the touchdowns have been the main difference. And there's the guy who has made a difference in this ball game, Paulie Truth. I mean, granted, he's only caught 42% of his targets, but still, they've been big-time catches, over 125 yards and a touchdown for him.
Now take us to our quick halftime break by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors at our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. Nashville to get the kickoff to start the second half. It goes deep in the end zone for the touchback. We got an injury update from halftime. No one is injured, so everyone is back out on the field. Everybody's A-OK. So everybody back at full strength to start this second half.
Yep, let's see what kind of adjustments been made, Ethan.
1st and 10 for Nashville. They're going to run it up for Ballmer, who will get about 3 yards on that carry. That's his second of the day.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out real quick to the stats truck, Ron Haynes and Andy Hamilton in the stats truck. Thank you guys. 19 possessions, Ethan, in that first half.
19 possessions. The last 5, if you don't want to count the one that ended the half, ended with interceptions.
Yep.
And 2 of them ended with fumbles. So of the 19 possessions, over a third of them have resulted in turnovers as the run for Sanders gets a first down.
Yeah, good run here by Sanders, just trying to go off of that off tackle, right? Goes to the outside, gets a nice gain there.
Moves the ball up to the 34-yard line. First down with 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield. Thumper will look to throw. Has time, gets some blocks. Up the middle, and it's completed to Clausen, who gets one of his first few catches of the day, and it's another first for Nashville.
There we go. See, I like to see Guy Clausen get involved, right? I mean, this is a guy that has had a pretty decent career, right? Made it, did very well back in the old Motor City days, coming over here to Nashville. He's a very dependable target. Like to see Guy Clausen get more action here.
Yeah, Clausen already over 3,000 yards for his career and already looking to maybe get about just over 200 yards after this game as Sosa, with a beautiful run up the gut, gets another 9.
Yeah, I mean, Sosa, once again, I could talk about Sosa all day. Just a hard-nosed guy, loves to just try to run up the gut, right? Loves contact. He's one of those guys that just loves contact, and it shows right there. Great run by Tino Sosa.
Nice 9-yard gain to get it to Chicago's 38-yard line. 2nd and 1 with trips to the left. Pitch out to that direction for Sanders. Gets room to run down the left side. And he'll get brought down to the 26-yard line. Great gain for another first down.
This is what I thought when I was driving up here from Indianapolis to Chicago to call this game today with you, Ethan. This is what I thought I would see, right, is using the outside run, using the speed of Sanders and Sosa, and just kind of doing that ground and pound type of thing. But maybe now that's been the halftime adjustment, right? Seeing it, because you didn't see much of the outside run in the first half. Now they're starting to do it here in the second half.
Now first down from the 26-yard line. After that last one goes for 12 yards. Ellington in motion over to the right side. And they will go for the run up the middle for Sosa. Gets to about the 20. It's a good little combination of runs here between Sosa and Sanders as we got 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I like how you just going inside to outside and back in, right? I mean, just keep them guessing. You don't want to just constantly run in one direction or run just straight up the gut every time, right? Mix it up a little bit, keep his defense guessing. That's what they're doing.
Sanders trying to go up the middle this time and is denied on that play by Melodious Manning. Ends up getting maybe about a yard or so. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, all these runners here in Nashville averaging over 4 yards a carry. So when you're looking at this right now, 3rd and 2, you think this is a good opportunity to get that first down and move to 6. Let's see if they instead maybe try to go over the top with this blitz.
They're going to go for the pitch to Sanders, who shakes a tackle, gets first down and room to the right side, trying to get to the corner and stop just short. She'll be marked down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for Nashville.
I am shocked to not see a flag there, maybe for a face mask on that tackle. When you watch this, Ethan, watch how he gets tackled right here at the end, right? Kind of just twirls around a little bit. Looks like as if maybe, right there, looking like as if there may have been a face mask. But regardless, that outside run right now, just working with Sean Sanders, right? Great run there.
1st and goal to go, just outside the 1. About 4.5 feet away. Making this a 1-score game. Thumper looking to throw. Has time. Pitch out. Caught. Touchdown Nashville. And it's caught by James Walters.
Oh, man. I mean, another heart attack. Thank you for Nashville's offense. I mean, we saw what happened at the end of the last half, right, where they threw an interception right there from their own goal line. He rolls out and runs. I was like, oh, man, here we go again. But finding the open guy, took the time. The development happened there. Walters was his first catch of the game, and it's a big one for a touchdown.
Drive goes 9 plays, 80 yards for the touchdown. The extra point coming up. for Victor Ironleg to make it a 3-point game, and it is up and through. Makes it 13-10 with 6:25 to go in the third quarter. And that is the first touchdown this game since we had about 4:30 left to go in the first quarter.
Yep.
It's been that kind of a game. The touchdowns are going to be few and far between as the kick is knelt down in the end zone for the touchback. You are watching the Simulation Football League here on the Virtual Football Network. Coming up this week, it's SFL action tonight through Monday. SFL Week 5 is on Tuesday this week. And then it's the debut of the UFL's inaugural season, Wednesday, continuing Thursday. And that's going to be right here on VFN. Patak looking to throw. Will get it out to Fullerton, who needs to spin around to turn positive yards and cannot get there. Denied on that play by number 92, Jeff Gagne. It'll count as a loss of 1.
Yeah, I mean, that was a situation where the pressure kind of made that throw kind of come out when it probably shouldn't have came out, right? So, great pressure there by Nashville. Patak just having to throw that to the outside to try to get rid of it. Hopefully Fullerton was able to try to convert it and get a little bit extra yardage, but ends up with a loss.
Only a 1-yard loss, though. It could have been a whole lot worse on that turnaround. Patak throwing and incomplete. That one intended for Arlovsky. Might have been just a little bit outside of his range.
Yeah, I think he overthrew him just a touch because it looked like it might have hit off the defender there a little bit. But, I mean, Patak's got to be extra careful here. Now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and long. They're going to go 3 receivers, 2 tight ends. Truth is going to go in motion to the left side to serve as a second tight end in that spot. Try to flood the left side here. Attack to throw, has time, rolling right. Oh, Truth could not get the jumping grab. It'll be incomplete, and Chicago will once again go 3 and out.
Yeah, I mean, probably Truth, 6'6". I mean, that's a big target, right? And so, trying to throw him basically a jump ball is probably the best idea in that situation. But Nashville just coming up, defending it correctly, making a nice play, forcing Chicago to punt.
I mean, maybe if they had a 6'7" tight end, it might have worked out. I don't know.
Maybe. Sometimes it makes a difference.
Punt taken from the 38-yard line, and Pope will return it up to the 45. Good defensive stop here from Nashville as they get the ball on offense once again as we take a look at some team stats here. As you can see, the passing attack for Chicago, really the difference maker for them to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at that average yards per play, 3.9, in my mind, that just doesn't get it done. But maybe we'll see a little bit more rushing in the second half. But Nashville here with an opportunity to try to take the lead.
They're going to hand it off to Sanders on the right side. Breaks the tackle. Running down right and gets inside Chicago territory to the 46. They'll credit it with a 9-yard gain. Yeah,
I mean, just this outside running with Sean Sanders is working very well, right? And really, I think in all honesty, this offense of Nashville has looked pretty good. If the turnovers weren't here, and this is coming off of the stats truck as well, so thank you guys again. This game would be a totally different situation with the turnovers are not there even.
2nd down and 1. And they'll go for the handoff. Sosa up the gut, gets the first down on a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, just let these guys eat, right? That's all you got to do in this situation, I think. That run defense is starting to kind of maybe get a little bit tired. Who knows? But right now, Sosa and Sanders are putting in some work in this third quarter.
So far, Sosa and Sanders have combined for 123 yards of rushing. Everybody in the running game for about 130. They'll tack on another 2 on this one as Manning makes the stop just outside the 30. Outside the 40.
Yeah, Manning there with his 6th tackle of the day. He's just been a tackling machine. Already has a forced fumble as well. So let's see what they do here on 2nd and 8.
Thumper will go for the throw. Going down the middle. Gets it off to Walters. Down to the 23-yard line. A nice big catch to move the sticks.
Nashville's looking at us and going, man, you talk about Pauly Truth the whole time. We got a tight end too. That's a really good tight end as well. And James Walters, the guy who's been here for 10 seasons, just constantly been one of those guys that can really put into work, has done a great job in this game so far when it counts.
And Thumper really doing a good job improving himself today. He's already up to 155 yards on the day. They'll go for the handoff to Sosa, breaking a tackle. Cannot break the second one, though, but turns out a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, Sosa just embracing that contact, able to bounce off of it, getting a few more yards to add on top of that. I mean, Chicago's tackling is looking a little suspect today when it comes to that first hit. They're able to clean up with the second, but that first hit, they got to make sure when they hit those guys that they're putting them down.
Trip set up to the left as they'll go for the pitch. Sanders shaked the first, but immediately got brought down by K-Magic, so he goes nowhere on that play. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about, right? Nice clean up there, right? Because they've been able to break those tackles and get those conversions. Now here we go, 3rd down. The crowd is into it. Close ball game. Let's see if they're able to convert this 3rd down.
Thermoplex getting a little loud here for the Warriors. Thumper will throw right side, incomplete. Definitely the noise factoring into that one as he overthrew the target. It'll be 4th down.
Man, I thought Crunkworthy there had an opportunity to make a big play and get an interception, right? But just over the top of his reach. But, I mean, that rollout, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But Chicago doing a great job of holding them a field goal.
Iron Leg will attempt a 34-yarder here from the left hash to tie the game on its way. And it's just through the uprights and good. That will tie us up at 13 apiece. Let's take another look at that field goal.
Man.
That looked like it just made it through. Yeah.
It did. Wow.
And any further right, and we're probably looking at a doink.
I mean, I know that this is the Windy City, and sometimes you got to use that to your advantage here, but man, that thing just went straight, right? That was almost shanked there, Ethan.
Almost, as the kick is underway here. This will be taken just inside the end zone, will be brought out. Run up the middle of the field, trying to shake a tackle, and Manning will set up shop for Chicago on the 27-yard line. A question for everybody in the chat. How many likes do we have on this vid so far? Don't bother, because it's not enough. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you've got notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action to help the channel grow through your support.
Yep, go out there and smash that like button right now. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
1st and 10 for Chicago on their own 27. They're putting Da Vinci in motion to the right side. He's been setting up as the second tight end for a few of these plays. Attack to throw. Quick pass off the hands of Truth and incomplete.
I mean, you know, just like we talked about with these other receivers, right? When your number's called, you got to make that catch. I mean, Paulie, 37 receptions. Yes, granted, he's got a good game. 6 catches for over 125 yards and a touchdown. But as we talked about, 37% reception right now. I mean, as the big tight end target, you got to get those numbers up a little bit.
Absolutely. Already 11 for 33 on the day, even with 175 yards. Da Vinci going in motion to the right side again. Play clock down to 5. Let it run a little bit. Here comes the throw for Patak on the deep drop. Looking, and it's off the hands and intercepted. Picked off by Jay Mort, who will take it back to the line of scrimmage. And it's another horrendous turnover for Chicago.
And I mean, that's something we talked about, right? I mean, you know, both these quarterbacks just having that turnover bug this season. And Jamar is somebody that you can't undervalue when it comes to coverage as a linebacker. He's done it for multiple seasons. He's one of the best, I think, very underrated coverage linebackers in this game, and just makes a great play. Great concentration, tipping it up, making the catch, and gets a first down here for Nashville. It puts him, Ethan, in fantastic field position.
Potentially already in field goal range to take the lead. Handoff for Sosa. And triple teamed on a 5-yard gain, and I think that's what they just got to do. They just got to keep running the football here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you can open up that first down drive with a 5-yard run up the middle, I mean, that just shows the run defense. We are not scared of you, right? And they shouldn't be. They are probably, like we've talked about, they're the worst run defense in the SFL. So continue to pound the rock. That's what they got to do here to get the lead.
Just got to keep it moving, and they do so with Sanders, who turns up another 4-yard gain. They start to eat this clock away as we now have 2 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, so 3rd and 1, that playbook is wide open, right? And you got Sosa in the backfield. would love to see just a straight up the gut run here.
They've got 7 on the line with 2 tight ends to the right. They will hand it off. Sosa just enough for the first down. Got about 1, but it was just the one they needed to move the sticks.
Yep, that's all you need, right? When it's 3rd and 1 and you get 1 yard, hey, that's a first down.
It's a first down, and that's all that matters. Resets the down marker. And now 1st and 10 with 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Thumper will look to throw. Has some time. Rolling a bit to the right. Needs to get it away. Does so. Looking for the end zone.
Wow.
Oh, and this thing out of bounds.
Ooh.
The catch was made, but it was out of bounds.
Oh, throw the flag. There you go.
Oh,
there
boy.
You go. His
This is a
feet were
gutsy
in.
call for James Walters as we will take a retroactive look at this play. Brought to you by Retroid. Get your console and play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. A pivotal catch here.
I think his feet were in, Ethan.
We'll take another look. Here's the throw.
Yeah, come
Gotta
on.
be both feet.
Oh, yeah.
One.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a catch. That's a touchdown
catch.
for Ellington.
There you go.
And it will be a touchdown for Kingston Ellington. That is not just a retroactive look on the play from Retroid. That is a nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handout in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. Retroid getting all the love on that singular play. Great touchdown catch from Kingston Ellington.
Yeah, let's break this down here in a second after this. The kick is up and good. So Nashville, first off, taking the lead for the first time in this ball game. Great job by the offense. Want to give Switch Thumper a credit here, right? Because in my mind, as I was watching that play unfold, I'm thinking eternal clock is going off. Switch, you got to run, right? You got to run. He takes the time. Ellington making the nice route move, right? And able to not only secure the ball, but make sure that both feet were in bounds. Just a beautiful play there by the Nashville offense, and to be able to take this lead.
Manning getting the return out of the end zone will set Chicago up on their own 26-yard line. This is where the pass game really can work out for Chicago, because when you're behind and you're just about to enter the 4th quarter, you really got to start getting more aggressive down the field. This could really work in their favor.
Yeah, and this is where, we talked about Patak coming into the game, 856 yards, 13th in the SFL. This is probably where a lot of that's coming in when they're down and they're a pass-heavy offense. So let's see if they're able to convert, right? And they did right there on that play.
Right there on that first play, and it's caught by Paulie Truth for 14 and a first down.
Yeah, and that's been the key to consistency of this game, right? I mean, Paulie Truth just going on a simple little seam route up the middle, making a great play, just finding that soft spot in that zone, and able to make the catch, get the first down.
And already Paulie Truth 140 yards on 7 receptions today. He's averaging 20 yards a catch. Not a lot of short passes here from Ty Patak today. He's going for those huge chunks of yards. 1st and 10, right from the 40. Patak on the deep drop, throws, and it's complete. Caught by Lyric Da Vinci for his first catch of the day, and it's just enough for 10 and change.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering when Da Vinci was going to make that first catch. I mean, this is a guy you cannot contain, right? And eventually he's going to get his catches, and there's a big drive or big first catch there for Da Vinci.
First one for him, and that's and again, the smallest long play I've seen has been for John Fullerton for 8 yards. I mean, the shortest they've had was that -1. That's the shortest pass they've had all day, but it's been a lot of large numbered passes on this offense. Patak gonna throw again. Paulie Truth, the intended target, and it's broken up, incomplete. Nice little break up there from Bamsler.
Yeah, and that's the matchup that they're trying to target with this offense, right? They were targeting Dylan Bamsler. They were trying to take advantage, and really, so far, it has worked for them when it comes to Paulie Truth when he makes the catch, right? But when he doesn't make the catch, it's obviously an incompletion, but Bamsler's got to step up and be able to make that hit right there, and he did on that play.
Attack to throw, getting away just in time, completes it to Truth, who gets to the 35-yard line of Nashville, and it'll be a first down for Chicago as they reach the end of the 3rd quarter, trailing by 7.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Paulie Truth is just a mismatch nightmare, right? I mean, he's a big target at 6'6", going after Jeff Gagne, a linebacker, and Dylan Bampler as a safety. Let's see if that continues into the fourth quarter.
Get your fours up, folks. We got a good one here in Chicago. Nashville leads it by 7. You're watching the SFL on VFN. Final frame underway here in Chicago. Ethan Muslin, Chad Rowland here on the call. Ron Haynes and Andy Hamilton doing the stats work as the first throw of the first quarter for the fourth quarter is an incompletion. That one broken up by Zach Benjamin.
Yep, and this is going to be a big job here on the linebacking core and the safeties in this fourth quarter, right? Because you know where they're going to go. They're going to go to Pauly Truth. They're going to try to feed the machine. So you gotta be able to get that coverage numbers up a little bit and play great coverage here in this fourth quarter, or else Chicago will try to take advantage.
Da Vinci going to go in motion to the right side for 2nd and 10. Sets up almost 4 receivers in that position. Patak with time, up the middle, completes it! Right down the middle to Arlovsky, and it's a first down right at the 20.
Yeah, I mean, there you go right there. I mean, as soon as you think that you got to figure it out, you don't, right? Arlovsky making another great catch, just a big down the field target. I mean, 3 catches for 60 yards today for Ryan Arlovsky.
It's another 16-yard grab as we see the comparisons of the last 10 attempts between Thumper and Patak. Patak starting to go on a run here as he had a really rough drought the last few passes, but he's getting back into rhythm. Throw out to the right side, completed, breaks the tackle, Queen into the end zone, touchdown Chicago!
The first target of T to Queen today, and she makes it happen, right? I mean, as we see the little dance here by T, way better dance moves than Doug, I'm sure. But look at how this play ends, right? I mean, look at this, just fighting her way through that. Nice tackle, just completely missed. And T to Queen just walking in there for 6. Great play, great physicality by the wide receiver.
A great job by T to Queen shaking the tackle. I think that was Ramsey that she juked out of the way, and then just saw the corner of the end zone and was like, that is mine, thank you very much. As Kiefer will kick the extra point. We are tied at 20 with 9:18 to go here in the fourth. 7 plays, 74 yards on that last drive.
Yeah,
we said it was going to be a good one.
You did. I mean, before the ball game, you said, we talked about somebody's O has got to go. And right now, I mean, this has been, just a really actually pretty good game.
Nice return on the left side. It'll set up to the 32-yard line on that return from Pope. As we see some team stats here as we enter the fourth quarter. Almost 250 passing yards for Chicago so far today.
Yeah, and as we talked about it, and we'll see it on the next drive after this, but that secondary for Nashville is going to have to step up because you know what they're going to do. But now it's Nashville's turn to respond, right? It's still early in this fourth quarter. You've got plenty of time. You don't need to rush it. Stick to the game plan that's got you here so far.
Yeah, and that game plan has been the running game, which is combined for 150 yards of total rushing. And they will do that on the ground. Sosa will get another 6 on that one. Set up 2nd down and 4 as we have 9 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, and just as we mentioned, Sosa and Sanders both. I mean, both of them over 70 yards apiece, and just a great piece of running here by Nashville today.
2nd and 4 from the 38. 2 tight ends set to the left. They'll take the handoff to Sanders. Broke the first one, but immediately got wrapped up by Alex Bond. It'll go down for a 2-yard gain. 3rd and short now coming up.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Bond, this is a guy that was with the Jacksonville franchise for many seasons, coming over here to Chicago, was an all-star in season 23, just showing you that after 12 seasons, he still has the physicality to be able to go in there and just make big plays.
Another run here for Sosa as he pushes the pile and gets the first down up to the 44-yard line, continuing to push that drive on the run game.
He's just such a physical runner. I mean, I just love watching Tino Sosa run, right? Because he just, he can hit it up the middle. He can also go to the outside with the speed. Just great running there by Tino Sosa.
And this is a very logical concept here to just go for the run games. Another run for Sanders gets 7 wrapped up there by Kilgannon. But that's the thing. Just keep running the football. You run the clock down. You can eventually kick the field goal to take the lead and force Chicago to pass heavy once again.
Well, and this is a place, you don't want to throw an interception, right? Each of them have 3 interceptions. So sticking to the run game and it's working for you, just keep doing that.
And they will go to the run game. A nice breakaway from Sosa, who gets to the 41-yard line of Chicago, moving the sticks again for the first down.
Just when you think you have them contained, you don't, right? I mean, look at that. The offensive line was trying to get that gap open there a little bit. Sosa getting skinny, finding a way to get through there, and gets the nice yardage.
5 consecutive plays on the ground this drive for Nashville. They are setting up with 3 receivers in an offset eye. This one could legit go either way. And they will hand it off again. Sanders bumps off the tacklers and gets brought down from behind by Sean Parent. And it will be a 5-yard gain. That's the 6th consecutive run.
Yeah, and Sanders showing how physical he could be as well. Like, just being able to bounce off that tackle, getting a nice gain of 5 there on that run.
And you notice the pattern there. It's been Sosa, Sanders, Sosa, Sanders.
Yep.
And they're going to go to Sosa again. And this one is another 2 yards on that run. 3rd and 3. And you have to think they might go for a run to Sanders again.
Yeah, I would think they may go to Sanders. Maybe even see a fullback dive out of Jay Ballmer. But I could almost see a little rollout pass here by Switch Thumper in this situation.
Yeah, Ballmer has gotten a few carries this game, but look, I don't think he's on the field on this one. 3rd and 3. Thumper's going to roll. Looking for a receiver. Got it! What a catch to the 15-yard line by Chris Alth here. Gets his first catch of the game.
Chris Alth here, welcome to the game, my friend. I mean, an opportunity like that. Switch Thumper just throwing it, just a dart right into double coverage and just finds a way to find his target. Great throw there by Switch Thumper to get the first down.
And they mark it just outside the 13. So a beautiful catch for 20 yards for Althier. This is first down in the red zone. Handoff up the middle. Sanders with room and into the end zone. Touchdown, Nashville.
I don't know whose ankles he broke, but get an ambulance for that defender. What a run there by Sean Sanders. I got to see who that was because he just juked him right out of his shoes. That was Alex Bond. That's not easy to do, to make Alex Bond look frozen. But what a run there by Sean Sanders. Big touchdown for Nashville.
That gives Sean Sanders just a hair under 100 yards of rushing on the day as the drive finishes with a 14-yard touchdown. Iron Leg with the extra point up and through. 9 plays, 68 yards. With 5:44 to go, it is 27-20. Nashville in the lead. So once again, Chicago will have to depend on their passing game to get back to even. This one will be deep into the end zone and knelt down for the touchback. Looking at the defense for Nashville, they average about 205 yards of passing yards allowed, which puts them 14th in the SFL. But here's the thing, rushing, they're 23rd. They average 152 yards rushing allowed. So rushing would work here, but with Chicago being a very pass-heavy offense, it's going to go against their style.
Yeah, it's going to go a little bit against the style here, but I mean, in this situation, you got to get down the field quickly. You're on your own 20 even.
That's fair enough. With 5 minutes and change to go, this pass completed. Oh, Truth just had it knocked out of his hands and incomplete. He had it, and it was broken out.
Yeah, it looked like just a great play by the defense. I mean, that was not a drop by Pauly. It looked like he was able to bring it in, but the defense able to knock it out. Great play.
Yeah, he had that one, but the defender was able to just hit him enough to jar it loose. So that will go down as an incompletion. 2nd and 10 as the defense quickly adjusting, flipping their side.
Look at Jay Mara. Oh, they're going to do it again. There he goes.
Yeah, because they're going to put Truth in motion to the left side. So now Bamsler's going to have to defend. I think he's going to defend Da Vinci here. Patak to throw. Down right side. Gets it over to Da Vinci and completes it for the first down.
Yeah, just a lot of shuffling there as we talked about, but trying to find the right matchups because just a great heads-up awareness by quarterback Ty Patak to get his men in the right spot and to make that throw.
Great throw, and just great awareness to see the matchup and just make that call right there to get the catch. That will go down for Da Vinci's second catch of the day. So we are approaching 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Patak on the short pass, and it's incomplete to Fullerton. Little late there on the tackle, but they'll let it go.
Yeah, they've been targeting John Fullerton short there, right? And it just has not worked. He's only got 2 catches, only for 7 yards. But, I just don't see that route working for you. You need to try to get down the field here. Try to go deep a little bit.
Let's see if they can get it. Attack to throw, and gets it completed over to Fullerton. Gets it for 6. So a little bit of forward progress as they'll have 3rd and 4. And Fullerton gets a catch under his belt.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than what we saw before, right? Because it was always just that short little out route looking ordeal that they were trying to throw to Fullerton. Now they get him in a different situation. So nice play call there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 4.
Truth in motion to the left side. Trying to go for a bit of the jump, attack to throw. Rolling, going down the middle. Wide open, Bobby Truth. He's got room to run to the 10, 5, touchdown Chicago, and it's not over yet.
How in the world do you do that? How do you let Paulie Truth, their main target, get behind the defense that wide open? We'd love to see a replay of this. I mean, just simply look at that. Nobody. I mean, I'm not sure exactly who that was. It may have been not even totally positive who that was. I don't know if it was Stack or not, but just did not take account for Paulie Truth there on that. Just a great play there by the offense in Chicago, back in this ballgame again.
That might have been Bentley Bonner, who might have been on that zone play as the kick is up and good, and we are tied once again at 27 apiece with 4:32 to go in the 4th quarter. This is where it's going to start, this is the rubber meets the road moments here. This is where you got to really step up in the clutch.
I mean, and so far, really, in this second half, I mean, Switch Thumper and Nashville's offenses looks really good. And really, Chicago has answered back every time. So let's see if Chicago's defense can step up on this drive there, Ethan.
Return there from Pope will bring it up to the 30. He's been having himself fairly decent returns. I mean, he lost one of those footballs, but that's kind of been the story of this game. It's not just the interceptions, but it's been the fumbles from both of these squads. You see the total yards in the second half here, just over 200 for Nashville. Chicago with 153, but they've converted it into a lot of points. As the pass there looks like almost quadruple coverage on that one for Ellington, but it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, I know Ellington has been kind of the hot hand coming in the past couple drives, but yeah, he was definitely very covered. Should have probably looked at a different option there.
That pass completion to Paulie Truth, by the way, 60-yard completion, puts him over 200 yards receiving on the day. Thumper to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ellington again. And looked like that would look like be a bit of a triple zone coverage on that.
Yeah, I mean, he is just trying to force feed Kingston Ellington right now, right? I mean, one of the things I don't really like, I know you're tie ball game right now. I don't see the run game, Ethan. I mean, at least do one of those runs on 1st and 2nd down to get you a better option here. Now you're 3rd and long, and you got to go to your long-time playbook here.
And you have to throw it here. Thumper to throw and deflected away. Incomplete. Kilgannon on the breakup. Forces the incompletion, and Nashville goes 3 and out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like what they did there, 3 straight passes when the run game has been working so consistently. You got 2 guys that are almost over 100 yards apiece rushing the football, and you kind of abandon it. So Chicago, here we go, tie ball game, Ethan, and they can try to take advantage here.
Powers punts it away as Arlovsky gets a pretty good return up to the 29-yard line. So this will be Chicago's opportunity to just hold the football and try to win this game to get themselves their first win. Let's head south of the border real quick. We got a game break.
Thank you, Ethan. It's a wrap in Mexico City. It was tied at 14, but it was all Aztecs in the second half. Jordan Sipe finds Noe Terrasas, and the defending champs snap a 2-game losing streak, take care of Charleston 31-14. Back to you.
Thank you, Cam. Nice job there by Mexico City, keeping their title defense in the works. As we see Chicago and Nashville here hoping to get win number 1 in this campaign. The pass completes it to Fullerton, and it's 10.5 for the first down.
Yeah, and that's what I've been wanting to see, right? I mean, you've been kind of just trying to hit the short routes here with John Fullerton. Try to go deep with Fullerton a little bit. He does have the talent to be able to make some catches, and he shows you right there, first down.
You see the numbers for Patak now, 340 yards of passing on 20 completions. He's averaging about 17 yards per catch. On the throw here, going deep down the middle. Paulie Truth with another grab. Juked the defender there. That was Jay Mart, but turns it into a big first down.
I mean, you got to look at this and be like, if you're the defensive coordinator in Nashville, you got to be like, okay, maybe we should try to put 2 guys on Paulie at all times on this drive, because having him out there one-on-one on an island, probably not the best thing for Jay Mart there. Jay Mart is a really good coverage linebacker, don't get me wrong, but Paulie Truth has been the hot hand here. 10 catches, 235 yards today.
He puts it to Nashville's side of the field from the Nashville 39. Rush coming. Patak gets it away and completes it over to Da Vinci. Another first down with about a 15-yard grab.
Yeah, just, here we are. I mean, Chicago moving down the field when it counts, right? Looking for Da Vinci, was able to find him, and that's getting inside the 30. More importantly, Ethan, I believe that's putting him inside of Top Kiefer's range as well.
Yeah, more importantly, getting themselves in scoring range. It's first and 10 at the 23-yard line. Patak looks to throw, going for the end zone, and overthrew his target, incomplete. Paulie Truth again, the intended receiver.
Yeah, they've been trying to just hit that middle deep there with Paulie Truth, and it has worked, granted. I mean, he has made some big plays here for Chicago today, but right there, Nashville with the nice coverage.
Second and 10. Patak to throw, gets it away just in time, and Truth makes the catch and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago!
And I mean, there you go right there, right? I mean, even when the coverage is looking really good, Paulie Truth with that big 6'6" frame is able to get the job done, and wanting to just really see this replay here. I mean, Patak just, you knew where he was going. He was looking right in that direction the entire time, throws it just over the top of that defense. Paulie making the catch, and nobody right there to stop him. Just great play there by Chicago. Great play design as well.
Pass completed for the touchdown gives Ty Patak over 400 yards of passing on the day, gives Paulie Truth over 250 yards of receiving, as Kiefer with the extra point is up and through. Makes it 34-27 with 2:36 to go after that 23-yard touchdown pass. We may have to start combing through the record books, folks, because we might have a couple of new records being set here in this game. Kick underway.
I mean, this is what's interesting, right? I mean, this is kind of the game that Chicago needed to break out in, right? I mean, they were averaging 151 yards of passing per game. That's 23rd in the SFL. The league average is 198, so they were well below. But showing off this passing attack, 402 yards. Impressive day here by Ty Patak.
Yeah, an impressive effort from Patak, and just an incredible effort from Paulie Truth. Just incredible efforts from both of them. As Thumper will throw the pass here, and that's incomplete, intended for Guy Clausen.
Yeah, and now the thing that has been working for Nashville, which is the run game, you have to abandon it in this situation, right? Almost under 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game, you need a quick 6 points, and you got to go away from what's been working for you.
And this works really well for Chicago because they're 4th in the league in passing yards allowed, only 166 on average. Throw. This one is completed, down for 13 yards. Completes it over to Ellington. It's a first down.
Good idea to go to hurry up.
Thumper on the quick step. Throw it again and completes it to Ellington again for another 12. as we are approaching the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, Ricky Robinson's got to bump him a little bit here.
Quick pass, and almost intercepted. So that'll fall incomplete. Great deflection there from Alex Bond.
Yep, the veteran. When you need a veteran to make the play, there's Alex Bond to do it for you. Great deflection.
Oh, that was a great rush too on those last few plays. But this gives Nashville the time to slow down and come up with another strategy. 2nd and 10 from Chicago's 44. Man in motion over to the left side. That is Hendricks. Quick step for Thumper. Throwing left side. Gets it completed for the first down. Down to the 29-yard line for Ellington. Once again, and they're going to slow things down as we hit the 2-minute warning. Nashville looking to tie this ball game. An incredible show out of offense here as they're trailing by 7. You're watching the SFL on VFN. We enter the final 2 minutes of this ball game. Tempo down by 7, trying to get into the end zone. Ellington already over 100 yards receiving on the day. Hendricks going to go in motion here on 1st and 10 at the Chicago 29. Thumper will look for a pass. Going left side, right side, excuse me, is Clausen the intended target. It's broken up by Bond, incomplete.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say before the 2-minute warning break is maybe look out for Guy Clausen to become a big target here in this drive, but tried to go to him right there. Bond, the veteran, once again making a big play for this defense.
Second down for Thumper. Might be going for it all. Oh, and it's off the hands and incomplete. Oh, that's unfortunate there as Bond again on the breakup, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about, right? I mean, they are looking for Guy Clausen. He is the guy that can make some plays for you, but Alex Bond is a guy that makes plays as well, as we've been seeing. Great defense here. Big 3rd down.
They got to get to the 19 to move the sticks. Minute 50 to go here. Thumper looking for the pass. Going for it. Gets it. 1st down as they call their timeout.
Kenny Hendricks showing up and balling out to make that play. Only his 2nd catch of the game, but it's a big one right there.
Catch goes for 18 yards. You see 255 yards of passing here for Switch Thumper. They're going to go 2 and 2 on 1st and 10. They're at the 12-yard line. Quick step for Thumper. Short pass intercepted! And it's picked off by Worthy. Gronk Worthy hauls it in. That could be the ball game right there.
Yeah, not sure what he was looking for. I don't know if Hendricks is supposed to continue that route or what. I mean, it was just a little simple curl route. Maybe he was supposed to do more of a post. I don't know what the Switch and Hendricks were definitely not on the same page there. But, man, that was just a bad throw. But great call there by Gronk Worthy to get the catch and make the interception.
Excuse me. So Nashville will have to force a 3 and out to get the ball back and try to get to a tie ball game. Truth in motion to the left side. Minute 41 to go. Patak has to throw. Gets it completed to Fullerton. Who has room to run for the 1st down. Stays in bounds. Great awareness to keep inside. That'll force a timeout for Nashville. And that could effectively end the ball game.
I mean, wow. When I talked about Sean Sanders earlier breaking some ankles, look at John Fullerton out there making moves, using that juke move to extend the play. And this is where the situation is. Well, it looks like now we're going to just be kneeling down here.
Yeah, Nashville has 1 timeout, which they will burn now with 90 seconds left. So 2nd down, 3rd down, 4th down. You cut a minute 20. You burn a minute 20 off the clock. Nashville would get the ball back with maybe about 4 to 3 seconds left.
Possibly.
As they'll start to kneel it down. So it's not entirely out of the woods, but they'd have to get a tackle. They'd have to be tackled on the punt quickly and get 1 play out. But it looks like the offense for Chicago will be done for the day. Ty Patak finishing off with 424 yards of passing, which, as I'm quickly scouring the record books, would put him in one of the top 5 in single game performances. And when you look at Paulie Truth, 11 catches, 259 yards from the 2 seasons we have on record, 21 and 22. He beats them all. He has the top spot. We'd have to confirm if he's beaten anyone from season 23, but that is just an incredible performance from both Paulie Truth and Ty Patak, especially when they were just having so much struggle on offense.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a lot of struggle, especially when you look at that second quarter, too, and a lot of back and forth, throwing interceptions and this and that. Both these offenses able to make some big adjustments in the second half, and Chicago just made the better ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, Nashville played a fantastic game, right? Running the football, they looked really good, but Chicago and the Patak to Paulie Truth connection was just a little too much for them.
Punt underway here, so under 10 seconds to go. They will get the football back, and the clock will stop with 6 seconds to go, just outside the 40-yard line, so just outside of Hail Mary range. So they'll have time to, if they can get a sideline pass, they might have time to get out of bounds, run maybe one more play, but they've got to do it here, otherwise it's game over.
I mean, maybe look for Elliott Pope Jr. He's got a little bit of speed on his side.
Thumper throwing back. He's going for that deep ball, and it's incomplete. He'll have 1 second and one more chance to try to make it happen. If they can get someone up from behind the defense, it could still work.
Yep. I mean, we saw the breakdown earlier when Paulie Truth got behind the defense, so it can happen.
So this is the last play of the game to tie it up and force overtime. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hail Mary attempt for Thumper. Gets it away. There's the moon ball. Oh, and it's off the hands of Clausen. Incomplete. It was in coverage, so I don't think it was going to go any further. But that is your ball game. Chicago wins it for the first time this season and gets a win in their win column. They defeat Nashville 34-27 in a big offensive showdown in that last second half.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this, I mean, type attack, you know, when you look at the offense here, I mean, this was a pass-heavy offense. As I mentioned earlier, Minnesota Maulers from Season 4, London Knights, Season 17, those were pass-heavy offenses. Chicago showing today that you can still do it and win ball games. But on the other side of that, Nashville, I mean, just the constant fumbles and the interceptions, I mean, they kind of shot themselves in the foot here. But like I said, in the second half, both teams really made some big-time adjustments. But Chicago, at the end, Patak to Truth connection was just too much for Nashville to handle.
Absolutely, and I got to give my game ball to Paulie Truth. 259 yards on 11 receptions. A fantastic effort from him. Great job from him as Chicago gets win number 1 this season. They beat Nashville 34-27. That'll do it for us here. From my partner, Chad Rowland, statisticians Andy Hamilton, Ron Haynes, producer extraordinaire Cameron Irvine, I'm Ethan Muslin. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for more SFL action with the Monday Night Spectacular. You don't want to miss that one. We'll see you tomorrow.